Today we'll talk about strength of materials. This course is 3 hours per week, as you have noticed in your schedule, and actually it is meant to be 2 hours for lecture and 1 hour for lab. This course being online, so this is strength of materials. And the code is NGI 28982. This is 3 hours per week. And it is composed of 2 parts. Lectures or material, and the second part is lab. Lab actually is not being done for a while because of the nature of this course and the situation with the equipment also. So what we'll do for lab, or mechanics of materials I call them, will be the 3rd hour. We have 3 hours. 2 hours will be for the lecture and 1 hour before the mechanics of materials. And if you take a look at the topical outline here, this topical outline details, and it mentions also the materials mechanics, which is the lab, and the topics that we're covering. So the first week will be for centroid, center of gravity, and then moment of inertia mode. With each one there's material for the mechanics of material or lab. Material wise, you don't need to buy any book because the material is already provided on slide for you. And there's part of the laboratory or mechanics of materials. I borrowed a lecture from a chapter from one of the books, and it is already posted as PDF on your slide, so you don't need to buy anything. Like I said, this is 3 hours per week, and this is broken down here in for you, as you can see. So for each week, what material will be covered, and the assessments. We have quizzes, we have assignments, we have major assessment, which are the major things that you need to pass. The 33% for the midterm, and there's 33 for the final test. These are the major assessments. If you don't pass these, the issue of assignments and the quizzes, these are take home. These are not a measure of how much you acquired knowledge. So again, this actually is documented on this course. It says in the course that I know students sometimes at the end of the course, they will come and say, I was good at this and this. So for this course, the major assessments are important, period. Okay? And like I said, you can see the breakdown for your marks here, and you can see the material also. And you need to understand also that the assignments are due on the designated week Saturday before 8. So for example here, it is on week 3 is end. For quizzes, the quizzes are meant to be done before you come to class, meaning virtual class. Of course, this course is online course, by the way. So I know the policy now is that the college will be all virtual till 24th of January, but for this course, this is an online course. It's not going to change. Okay, just keep that in mind. And same thing goes for the major assessments. Now for quizzes, you will get the answer, or you can get your grade immediately after you do the quiz. The assignments are take-home assignments, and I will give you feedback on them, and I'll post a detailed solution for the assignments, so you'll have back and forth with it. And same thing is for the major assessment. The major assessments will be online. But we'll discuss the issue of the major assessments because I might change this to be an in-class test, so you can sit in class and write the test. So that will be to be decided later, and we'll discuss with you as we go. Now, the reason for this recording is I have some commitment this week. That's why I was not able to do this live. But next lecture will be live, and there's also chances once the campus is open, probably I'll come and see you, although it is an online course, so I'll come sometimes to see you. Okay, but for today's lecture, because of a previously 6 months ago commitment for an appointment, so I cannot miss that one for today. And it is an introductory only also, lecture today, so it's not very, very important. I can make up for this, okay, my friends. The material, for those of you who didn't do this, took a course with me before, the material for this course is, we have recording for material and we have documents. So if we go to the website, you'll see, if you go to the contents, you'll see for each week you will have recordings. These are the weeks. So if you look at week 1, there's a recording here. Okay, so once you go to this recording, you can find them also if you want on YouTube, but if you won't be able to get them here, then it will be on YouTube. Now the documents here are they have video part in them, so if you just go to the reference itself, it might not play the video for you. But if you download the entire thing, then you can see this is the video. So click on this video, it'll take you to YouTube actually. And you can, this is the exact same lecture that I will give most of the time. And but attending the lecture is better for you, because when you attend the lecture, then you can ask and there's room for interaction. You will see there are rules of and policies for this course, which I will discuss, but I will discuss this live with you because these are a bit complex. These are things that you are not used to before probably, so I will discuss them in details and we'll have an interaction also with you. But for today, like I said, because of the nature of today's situation, I have to skip this, but for next week we'll do this in details, discuss this. The topical outline is also posted. You can find them here. What else? So technically, like I said, that will be the what we'll cover. The lab, don't worry about the lab for now. We'll talk about the lab next week in details, and the material for lab is also posted. So this is chapter 5 from the book, which is called Statics and Strength of Materials. It's a very same book that we used in statics actually. So I have the, these are the parts of the chapter that you need to read. There are 12 pages total. So the material for lab is only 12 pages, nearly almost. It is worth 9%. Okay, so not to worry much about them. This is the chapter which I took from the book. It's a full chapter. But like I said, in the other document, it tells you which parts of the chapter you need to, will be covering. So it is not an overwhelmingly big material to cover. And then it is on 9%. So what happens with these 3 hours per week that we do, most of the time, we might sometimes might not utilize the entire 1 hour for lab. We'll focus on this part. And yeah, so this will be a complement. Like I said, this is a very simple thing that you will do. Okay. I always ask if you have any question, but unfortunately this is being not a live lecture, so I won't be able to ask you a question. But it is always good to take on topic, take a look at the topical outline. The quiz has to be done before the class, so come next week you have to do this quiz. Okay, I'll post them, and they'll be it will be open for a week. Always the quiz will be 1 week ahead of the lecture, so you have 1 week to go through the material and then do the quiz. Okay. What else? Same thing, if you have done course with me before, you know I will focus on the major assessment, and the other ones will booster for your mark. Other than that, like I said, there isn't much to talk about except the material. This will be the first week, so this is the first week's material, which I will cover next week also. I will go through all of this, so not to worry. But again, you need to read, go through this material to be able to do the quiz. Okay, so until we meet again live, I wish you the best and welcome to this course. Okay, so I'm going to end this session and hopefully we'll meet next week. Have a good day.